For thousands of years, dragons have appeared in myths and legends across nearly every civilization. Some were wise guardians, while others were terrifying monsters. But what if those stories weren't just imagination? What if dragons actually existed today? How would our cities, our skies, and even human civilization change? Stay until the end because the final answer might surprise you. Welcome to Ifverse, where every what if begins here. It begins on an ordinary morning. Suddenly, the ground trembles. Deafening roar echoes across the mountains, and within seconds, a gigantic dragon rises into the sky. Millions of people witness the impossible with their own eyes. Breaking news spreads across the globe within minutes. Dragons are real, and humanity is no longer the only dominant species in the sky. Scientists rush to understand these incredible creatures. Ancient myths are suddenly treated as valuable historical records instead of fantasy. Every dragon's scale, footprint, and roar becomes a priceless scientific discovery. Universities launch entirely new fields of research dedicated to dragon biology. Humanity realizes that legends may have preserved FAR more truth than anyone ever imagined. Imagine discovering that every bedtime story about dragons contained a piece of reality. History books would need to be rewritten almost overnight. Not every dragon would be dangerous. Some might prefer isolated mountains, deep forests, or remote islands, where humans rarely travel. Wildlife experts would study their behavior, discovering that many dragons avoid conflict whenever possible. Protected dragon reserves would become the world's greatest tourist attractions. Seeing one in the wild would become the experience of a lifetime. Scientists soon discover that dragon fire is actually a unique biological reaction rather than magic. But what happens when creatures capable of flying and breathing fire share the same world as billions of humans? Governments quickly introduce new laws for both dragon conservation and public safety. Air traffic routes are redesigned to avoid dragon territories. Specialized emergency teams train for dragon-related incidents. Forest fires caused by territorial dragons become a new environmental challenge. Humanity must learn to coexist with Earth's most powerful flying creature. Years pass and something remarkable happens. Fear slowly turns into respect. Humans and dragons begin living alongside each other in ways nobody thought possible. Instead of treating dragons as enemies, humanity begins working with them. Their incredible strength helps deliver supplies to isolated regions. Their powerful flight makes disaster rescue faster than ever before. Researchers even discover ways to safely harness the immense heat produced by dragon fire as a new source of clean energy. What was once feared becomes one of humanity's greatest allies. Perhaps the greatest discovery isn't the dragons themselves, but how quickly humans can adapt when faced with the impossible. Entire industries emerge around dragons. New careers appear for dragon veterinarians, trainers, conservationists, and wildlife experts. Cities redesign skylines with safe aerial corridors. International laws protect dragon habitats while ensuring human safety. Civilization evolves into something completely different from the world we know today. Sadly, not everyone would see dragons as magnificent creatures. Some would hunt them for profit, while others would fear them simply because they were different. Protecting dragons from human greed might become just as important as protecting humans from dragons. History reminds us that we often fear what we don't yet understand. Maybe dragons wouldn't reveal whether monsters are real. Maybe they'd reveal something far more important: whether humanity is capable of sharing the world with another intelligent species. If dragons truly existed, they wouldn't just change science or history. They would change the way humanity sees nature, power, and coexistence forever. So here's today's question. If dragons were real, would you fear them or befriend them? Share your answer in the comments. And subscribe to Ifverse for more incredible journeys into impossible worlds. Because every what if begins here.